Hello everyone, for OneWrestling.com, this is Bill Apter. Welcome to a brand new segment that you people were so outraged, I figured we should do this again and maybe again and again. Brand new segment, the wrestling reporter, that's me, and the heel supporter, Kenny Bolin. Kenny Bolin, you have outraged so many people.
Well, I tell you what, I'm amazed that I'm being called the heel supporter out of this, because isn't it amazing just how the truth hurts people? How the truth, you can't handle the truth. And that was living proof of it, because I saw all the reports on Lords of Pain, the Gerwick report, all the support on your YouTube feeds, the various other reports that picked up this story. I was to talk, and you, of course, excuse me, because you're the one that was bold enough to put this interview on your show. You were the one bold enough to have the truth finally told. The 100% God's honest truth of how Bret Hart got screwed. And people don't want to accept it. And people are upset that I'm happy that I did it. Let's put it this way. I knew Bret Hart, Bill Apter. I knew him well. I knew him backstage. I knew what he did to my son. My son walked up to him and asked for an autograph. You know what he did? He turned his back on him and walked down the steps and ignored a little 7-year-old kid.
Bret Hart did that?
Well, because I was a friend of Jimmy Cornette's. They let personal feelings get between each other. I have very few friends in the wrestling business because of Jimmy Cornette. There's lots of people I could have been friends with. Me and Vince McMahon might have been great friends. Me and Paul Heyman might have been great friends. Me and Russo. Me and all the people that Jimmy's feuded with, I always was loyal and friendship, and I stayed with Jimmy. And because of that, I inherited a lot of enemies in the wrestling business. So needless to say, Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart, Triple H, the whole Hee-Haw gang, they all hated Jimmy, and by inheritance, they hated me without even getting to know me. And then that got passed down to my son, the Prince, who is also a manager in wrestling now. And
does he have your charm? Kenny, does he have your charming personality as well?
Well, of course. I mean, he's friends with everybody. I mean, he's got that little dimple in his chin that I don't have. But other than that, he's a darling just like I am. I mean, lifelong loved by everybody. Well, and then if it were my personality to win all these people over, without a doubt, I'd have been the biggest star in the history of professional wrestling, because I can win anybody over. Look at me and you. Me and you haven't known each other a whole 28 years. The hell, we're practically best friends now.
We are? Okay, so because here on OneWrestling.com, we like all different kind of views, I figured, that, again, there were so many people outraged that I contacted, just on my Facebook page and Twitter, some fans, and I said, if you can ask Kenny Bolin, Mr. Screwjob, we were calling you, if they could ask you one question, so what would that question be? And I got 2 or 3 questions that I'd like you to direct directly to these people. Are you okay with that?
I'm not like most people in the business, Bill. I'm an open book. Ask me anything you want. I'll answer anything.
So Josh, and I'm not using any last names here, so to protect the innocent here, but Josh R. wants to know, he says, Dear Bill, everything you do is so professional. Why the hell are you interviewing some fat guy in his bedroom?
Well, Josh, if that is your real name, because you're probably hiding behind an alias, unlike me, who uses his real name everywhere he goes. Yes, this is my spare bedroom. This is my spare office. This is where I conduct most of my business. If you knew how many hundreds of thousands of dollars were made sitting at this desk, negotiating deals, negotiating with wrestlers, negotiating deals for merchandise, such as the Beats by Bolin headphones, the pills, my book, the pills are out on the market now as well, my t-shirts, my DVDs. Son, this is an empire. This little bedroom, you remember that little show that used to be on in my tiny little 1-bedroom apartment? I created all this. Well, that's kind of what I've done. I don't need a whole lot of land and space. I'm not like Jim Cornette. I don't need 500,000 acres of land. I don't need a $2 million home to live in. I run it all right here in my tiny little spare bedroom. Of course, I do have a 100-inch TV hanging on my wall out in the living room. I've got a 70-inch TV hanging right here that my computer monitor runs into. But business is done, and this is where business is conducted. And because I'm fat, well, let me tell you, back in the old days, son, all the rulers, all the emperors, all the kings were fat. Why? Because they could afford to eat. And I can afford to eat any damn thing I want. So, I don't have to do any work. I've been retired for 3 years, just running business right here from my computer. I don't have to
Out
do a
of
damn thing
your
if I don't
spare
want to.
bedroom. So
Out of my spare bedroom.
what one of the things that
And people criticize me for my success. That's almost hurtful. But go ahead.
well. Listen, people have asked me. One other thing is why I did that initial segment with you and what my thoughts were afterwards. And back in the day of the classic wrestling magazines, the two heel writers that we had at Pro Wrestling Illustrated Company were the late great Dan Shockett and Eddie Elner. And I feel that here at OneWrestling.com, hey, let's bring a heel element in. So you're it. All right, let's move on from Josh to Mike R. He says, there's two chants. Let's go Cena. Cena sucks. Which one do you choose and why?
Well, here lately, I have to admit, as you see, I was in the process. I was almost, see that little tear in that picture?
Oh yeah,
I was almost tearing that picture up. So that's funny. And this is a totally unscripted show. I had no idea you were going to ask me that.
Yeah,
but
no.
these were John Cena pictures I had laying around that are autographed,
Yep.
that were about to be shipped out. And he's got me some mad lately because he realizes that I've had some tough times in my life. There's been several times I've been in the hospital. Not one time has he ever come to see me.
Oh.
I've had some financial stress here recently with trying to help take care of my son. I've had to pull $20,000 out of my pocket to help take care of my son through a couple of serious car wrecks that he's been in, through some other struggles that he's had, to get his wife legal in the United States, to try my wife legal in the United States. We both have a lot of burdens that we're dealing with right now. And if I was making $12 to $15 million a year and the greatest manager on earth asked me for help, the man that elevated, do you realize he was going to be cut from the WWE, from OVW? They wanted to fire him. They wanted to fire Rico Constantino. But because I went to him, and I went to Danny Davis and Jimmy Cornette, and I had a meeting with Stone Cold Steve Austin, Vince McMahon, Stephanie McMahon. We had a meeting and said, hey, you didn't let them go. They got 90 days left on their contract. Put them on the road and let's see what they're made of. And if they suck, let them go. And if they don't, admit you were wrong and give them jobs. Well, guess what? They both got jobs. Rico Constantino was there another 4 years, and look who's the face of the company now. Look who's the little dollar maker. Look
So,
who.
wait a minute. Wait. So you're saying because of you, John Cena has become the success that he is today?
I didn't like to brag about it. I didn't like to go around posting to everybody about it. I was his manager. I was the guy that got him all his free meals while he was here. I was the one that got him all his publicity, got him all his autograph sessions, got him all the attention that he got on OPW. As you well know, Mr. Apter, you were either feuding with Kenny Bolin or you were with Kenny Bolin. And that was the way you got to the top in the WWE. And people begged for that. And he was handed that position and didn't realize how fortunate he was. Vince McMahon is recorded on My Life, the John Cena DVD. He is recorded on there saying, I didn't think Cena had what it took. I was ready to let him go. That's documented. That's recorded. You got out. And I'm also on that same DVD saying in so many words, Vince McMahon was an idiot. I saw talent in him from the day that I got him. Now, is he the greatest wrestler that ever lived? No, but he is one of the greater wrestling talents that's ever lived, because he's gotten more out of nothing than probably Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan took the leg drop to a whole new level, and you can't condemn the man for that. He took what abilities he had and he elevated them, and that's much what John Cena has done. But let's face it, he's not going to get in there and go Roman with a lot of the great wrestling technicians of the world. But as far as an entertainer goes, he's got half of them hating him and half of them loving him, and that means you've got them all.
And which one are you at right now?
Sucks,
Sucks.
because he hasn't sent me one dime.
So on
if
our
I had
last
$12 million, I'd send him some money. If you had $12, Bill, Apter, and I asked you for one, would you give me $1? If you had $12 in your pocket, would you give me $1?
Sure.
All right. Well, he's got $12 million. All I want's $1 million. Basically the same thing. He's got $12. I'm asking for one. He's got $12 million. I want one. That's this year. Now, I'm not counting about all the other years that he's been up here making money off my expense, off my time and effort. He's ungrateful. All my other wrestlers love me and support me, but they don't quite have the money that John Cena's got. I've got Rico Constantino retired. I've got the Bull Buchanan out there. I've got the Miz, who's still there. I've got Mark Henry, who's still there, contemplating retirement right now, but I think he might go a little bit longer. And I still have great active wrestlers involved today, and I retired in 2006. Now, if that don't make me one of the greatest managers that's ever lived, I don't know who does.